So I'm just about ready to get home and switch the cap from being principal and educator to being father and dad. And I wanted to share something with you. In our staff development today, I gave my staff a little opportunity to play this what if game. And so I'm going to play it with you. So just a couple weeks ago, if you remember, there's a guy out of Chicago who won $1 billion. And when I saw that he won $1 billion, I can't even fathom what I would do with $1 billion. But he's going to have, or he or she is going to have an opportunity to try and figure that out. But I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, and so I offered to my staff, all of us, we're educators, we could all use a couple extra bucks. So if I gave you $1 billion, how many of you would take it? And everyone raises their hand. And then I said, so if I gave you that $1 billion, but the catch is tomorrow at midnight, you are going to die, right? So life is going to end as you know it. How many of you would still take that $1 billion? And all the hands go down. And the point being, obviously, time is more valuable than money. And I said, okay, I got another what if for you. What if at the end of next year, we are across the board, K through 6, 100% proficient in all of our assessments? We are, every single child, every single grade is 100% proficient. What would happen? We would be the talk of the town. We would have everyone wanting to come to see what we're doing at Chief Joe, and we would want to know, we'd have reporters knocking on our door to see, like, what great things are you doing? So I said, okay, we would love that if 100% proficient. However, at the end of the school year, you will not know or have any sort of relationship with any student. Would you do it? And obviously the answer is no, because we care about relationships. So I said, okay, I got another what if for you. What if at the end of the school year, and from there on for the rest of your children's or your students' life, they remember you as their most influential teacher, right? They always talk about you. They always point to you being the most influential point in their life, where you change them, you encourage them, and they invite you to their weddings. They name their children after you. Whatever it is, you are the most important and influential person in their life. Okay, every hand is raised. Of course, we want that. However, the catch is you will never have a healthy marriage. You will probably get divorced. Your own children won't want to hang out with you, and nobody will want to call you friend. Would you want to do it? And the answer then again is no. And then the last one, just to kind of sake of time, it was, what if you could have all of those things? You have your $1 billion, you have great relationships, and you have 100% proficiency in all of your test scores. But at the end of this academic year, because you are so unhealthy and you didn't take care of yourself, you pass away at the end of the year. Would you do it? And again, the answer is no. And what it just promoted to me, or what our conversation then turned to, is you have 4 burners. It's called the 4-burner theory. You have 4 burners, and you don't have finite gas. You have infinite gas. Or you don't have infinite gas, you have finite gas. And so you can't have all 4 burners work, relationships, home life, health. You can't have whatever it is, whatever your 4 are. You can't have all of them on full blow all the time, because you have finite gas. And so you have to choose at times. And it is okay for us as educators to at times lower the burner on some of those things. It's okay to, this month or this week or this whatever length of time, man, we are all in on academics. We're everything we do is geared towards our academics. And so what we might put on the back burner are, like tonight, I'm getting home really late, so my family is going to suffer tonight because it's our first week of school, and so you got to work late nights and you got to come in early mornings. But every now and then, I got to crank back the job, I got to crank back the education, and I got to turn up the family because I love my wife and I love my kids. And in 15 years from now, I still want to be married to my wife, and I still want my kids to come and sit with me and cuddle with me on a couch and talk about life. At other times with our students, right? There is going to be at times that we're going to amp up education, we're going to push through, we're going to get into this novel, we're going to get into this math problem, whatever it might be. And other times we're going to have to say, you know what? The academics need to be turned down a little bit, and we're going to turn up relationships. We're really struggling. Either this specific person is struggling, or you as a class is struggling, or we as a school, we're struggling. And so I just want to maybe give a pass or an encouragement, and this is what I told my staff. At times I'm going to have to pull you in a certain direction and say, hey, let's pick this up a little bit. And at other times I'm going to have to push you down and say, hey, let's back off a little bit. Let's head home and go be with our families. And so I just want to encourage you the same way. This is my conviction throughout the year, to be better at kind of playing with those 4 burners, being consistent so that at any given time, it's not all of them on, it's not all of them down, but it's not just one burner up the entire time. I want my kids, my students, to be quality young men and women who feel loved and secured. I want them to learn great things and have high academic scores. I also want my staff to be healthy and safe individually as their own persons, but also in their relationships with each other and with their families at home. So that's my encouragement. This is kind of a long one, but 4 burner theories. Guys, go forth, be safe, enjoy the hell out of this year. But ultimately, let's just do great things to our families, to our students, to everybody we know. All right, do great things. Bye.